Thank you very much for coming out. Yeah, hey man, don't forget me. I like my picture taken. Hey, I love my picture taken. I'm right here, man. Paparazzi! Hey, some footage. Hey, what's up, Bam Bam? Hey, that's me, man. Hey, we're out here on the square. This is my good friend Mary. I've talked to him too already. Stand away from me. This is the third time. I love the pictures we love the most. Yeah, here you go. Hey, how you doing? You got cameras too. Yeah, you lying to the people. Cameras. Lying to the people. Hey, we all got cameras, right? It's a party.
I'm not.
Cameras out here.
Hey.
They lying to the people. They want control.
I'm trying to actually do an actual story.
What's that?
Can I,
you doing your job, man?
Yeah.
So I appreciate what you need.
Just, would you mind?
Leader or fucking Daniel?
Ozarks News Journal.
Really?
So I guess.
Number one hated anti-petitioner right here.
Okay, well, could I ask a couple questions?
Yeah, it depends what the question is, but yeah. Am I exercising my rights as a U.S. citizen? Yes. That's exactly what I'm doing. These people are lying to the people, man. They ain't telling the whole truth. They just say, oh, we want to cap payday loans. What cap? When's it going to end? When are they going to tell every business what they can make? Okay, they can't do this.
Okay, exactly what are you trying to get signatures for? Could you,
I ain't trying to get signatures, to be honest. I'm trying to get this lady out of here because she's lying to the people. Okay? My proposals right here are to give people a choice. Okay? We want to give the voters a choice. We don't want them to cap nothing.
For what's the issue?
Well, the issue is payday loans for her. For other people, you know, it could be medical marijuana. There's other issues on raising payday, you know, that's not my issue. I'm here to get her to stop from lying to the people. That's why I'm here making this ruckus.
Yeah.
I want people to know that they ain't telling the truth. I want people to know that this is nothing but a bunch of lies right here. These people are lying to you.
How exactly?
Because they want to put a cap on it. That's control. They want more government control. We want to stop government control, less government.
Okay.
Coalition of churches and civic groups.
Don't sign what you don't understand.
Try to get reform on the ballot. I'd like to point out to you what you're signing as you sign it. We are handling the fake reform petition.
Don't sign it if you don't
It's the only one that actually regulates the fees. And that's how the interest rates are jacked up on an average to 450 to over 1,900%.
I believe everyone should have.
You're in seventh?
Seventh, yeah.
And then print your name.
Everyone should have the chance to get whatever they want on the ballot. That's how I see it.
Do you mind if I ask you a couple questions?
No. Are you Ozark News? Are you Andy Klein? Is he your professor?
Yeah.
I know him. And I also have one for the minimum wage. Would you take a second to sign that?
But I guess, what issues are you guys talking about?
I'm with a coalition in town called Faith and Families. We're a broad-based coalition of churches and civic groups. They were started in the state of Missouri and spread throughout. We had a meeting here in Springfield to try to get payday loan lending reform on the ballot. We found that payday loan lending is a source of great hardship and poverty to our local citizens and families. Most of these places are owned out of state, and the average interest rate that these places charge is 450%, and it can go up to over 1,900%. So, and that money almost all leaves the community. So we want to cap the interest rate and limit the fees that they can charge. And we also have pages, it's part of a big reform package that also deals with how they do business, so that they can't do things like if somebody's one day late with a payment, they can repossess a car during the grace period of 1 week. They'll tow it 2 counties away and tack on an additional $800 towing fee. And that's really not fair. So we want to reform that process. Unfortunately, our Cap the Rate, Raise the Wage campaign, because we are also wanting to raise the minimum wage $1 as part of our anti-poverty package. the payday loan industry organized, and a month later they started cap the interest rate. But their petition, which is only one paragraph long, caps the interest rate at 13%, but it doesn't have any reform of the procedures or fees. And the fees is how they actually jack up the rates. The payday loan industry has spent $800,000 hiring people to pass around fake reform petitions. They've also spent over $1 million on ad campaigns and legal challenges.
Okay.
And we don't have the numbers that they have. And as you can see, the kind of tactics they employ in order to try to stop people from signing the genuine reform.
I guess, what sort of problems have you encountered with the people here?
Well, I've had people like this gentleman yell at me, call me insults. He's told people that I would expose parts of my body if they would sign my petition, which I don't think anybody really wants to see. And I've actually been assaulted also. I mean, somebody came and threw stuff at me, but we will prevail. We're trying to prevail.
Okay.
We have money. We have some paid people too, but we also have volunteers, and the local churches are also passing our petitions.
Okay. I guess for the general public to, I guess, be aware of what they're signing, what should they ask the petitioners?
Good question. One thing they need to look for, does the ordinance that they want to put into vote regulate any fees? Okay, ours is on a legal size paper, and if you look in here, there are many reforms in here that are heavily detailed. The fake reform petition is only one paragraph long, and the last sentence, which is underlined, actually says something to the effect that no law shall interfere with people to agree to any rate they want, which is no reform at all.
Okay.
Okay?
Well,
Thanks
very much.
Good for you. Thanks for coming out.
Don't lie to them like that, Mary.
That's what they all.
Doesn't matter. We're not doing. He walked, protest our videotaping. Well, I mean, we can still block in front of the police officer. Just don't do anything. No, we should just get a sign. Here, you guys, work on your signatures and just like go about business as usual, you know. But you guys have a pen or a marker?
Yeah, pen.
I need like a marker. Get a marker. You don't have a marker, do you?
Fuck. I thought I had a pen. Fuck, I don't have a pen. No, yeah, I have a pen. Do you need it? Alright. I guess, what are you out here doing?
Right now, we were part of a petition campaign to be able to keep free enterprises open and keep big government out of small businesses.
Okay.
We're collecting petitions for a particular petition campaign, which was to limit legislators' authority to set interest rates on payday and title loan places and the amount that they set borrowers to lend their money to. But now we have collected enough signatures to be able to be put on the ballot, so now we are trying to block another petition from being able to get on the ballot, which is opposite of ours, which will limit interest rates of payday and title loan places, which will increase money for increase costs for the state of Missouri. Over $1 million. If you look at their petition, it states that they will cost the state of Missouri more money.
Okay, and when you go to get people to, get a signature from them, what do you actually tell them before you ask for their signature?
When I ask for signature, when I approach people, I say, hello, are you a registered voter? And so we qualify voters, and they say yes. We ask them what county, and if they are in a district or in the county of the district that we are able to get the signatures for, we ask them to help voters by signing our petition to help put this initiative on the ballot.
Okay. Do they ask to read the petition?
Most of the time, no one really asks to read the petition. Sometimes some people are in a hurry or excited to help. We say we like to help voters, and people are excited to help, so they just fill out the information that is custom by it. Like they see somebody that might have the same information, so they follow the same pattern and fill that out.
And I guess, how does your initiative actually help the voters?
Well, we actually help voters by being able to put initiative on the ballot. So if they are for the petition, they'll vote yes, and if they're against the initiative, they'll vote no. So we're giving voters a voice whether they like this idea or not, than rather not even having a voice for that idea at all.
Okay, and exactly what would that do?
Well, my job is just to get signatures, and exactly what with one signature, as we're trying to collect the maximum amount of signatures to be able to qualify to be able to have it on the ballot. So, with the signature helps put it on the ballot in November or whatever time the election or the voting time is. So they're not actually changing anything. They're not changing the law. They're just helping it be put on the ballot in November or any time for voting.
I guess. When you said blocking, what is blocking actually entail?
Yeah, well now we're focusing on blocking because we have enough signatures to be able to put our initiative on the ballot. So now we're trying to keep the competition's ballot from getting on the ballot, the competition's initiative on the ballot. So what we're doing is preventing them from being able to get signatures.
How do you do that?
Usually we get a larger group than they have. We pretty much use power numbers. Power numbers, and also maybe, we just tell people to not sign their petition. We try to approach people before before the opposition gets towards them, or we just tell them not to sign it while they're looking at their information, and maybe try to throw off the potential signature.
Okay. Thanks.
Same as whenever we took this job, the name calling and everything, that's there, that's going to come along with it. Very
But, I mean, these two guys, I don't think they want to
come down to the square, it's hard to enforce all that, but if this is becoming an ongoing issue, it may be something that will have to be taken care of that way if it's necessary. We'd much rather everybody be able to get along. You guys are out doing stuff that you feel that you need to be doing, and that's great because everybody needs a cause and a purpose and things to do. All right, but if it's going to continue this way, unfortunately, there may have to be something that takes place that limits that.
Correct.
And that's not what we want to do. We want everybody to be able to do their jobs.
Is there anywhere that we can find information on our,
Yeah, you can go to the city website, the Springfield City website. It posts all the city ordinances on there, and then some of it's easier to read than other is, but it gives you a very good baseline of how you can and cannot go about taking care of business.
More respectfully, we'll be more professional in doing our job, as well. They need to be more professional.
Everybody's got their own right to petition.
Yeah.
And we all got to understand that.
Okay.
Opposing sides, obviously, that will rise things. Same as if you try to take up the conversation of politics. It's going to get heated sooner or later. But we all have to realize that everybody's going to have their own beliefs.
That's right.
And you got to have to respect the fact that that's where they're going to believe. You're probably never going to sway that. So, everybody can talk to people if they want to be talked to, and they want to take the time to listen. That's all great.
Okay. So how can we do in accordance with us? I guess we'd be more like I said, protest. We're protesting them, so how can we respectfully protest them? Right.
Well, basically, obviously, like I said, you guys are not going to come to agreement on who's right or who's wrong. Okay.
Politically.
We're not. Yeah. Nobody's ever going to be able to come to right on and say that that's exactly right. The best way to do that, if you're going to say I am petition, is to petition.
Well, we're not
explain.
We're petitioning, but we're protesting.
Right. But what you want to do is get that information out to the people that you're trying to get the petition from. Correct.
Okay.
So that's who you need to be talking
Before them.
Right.
Okay.
See, I mean, you got politics.
Well, yes,
we're at war
exactly.
with these people.
But, the same way is that if they're going to contact somebody, it's rude on both sides' part. And
Rude is not against the law, though, right?
Exactly. But certain manners of rudeness
True.
can't get to.
Yes, sir. Yes,
You know
sir.
what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
There are certain parts of rudeness
Yes, I
that can
do.
turn into against the law. So, if you guys contact somebody, respectfully, somebody else would hopefully wait their turn, and same vice versa. So, the people that are listening are going to have to make up their mind what petition they want to sign.
But we have the right to tell them the lie. We don't want the government control. We're allowed to tell them our issue.
If they want to listen, you're allowed to tell them what you feel. Yeah. So, is everybody understanding where we're at?
Yeah, pretty much. Trying to avoid this kind of stuff. I know y'all are busy anyway.
I can say
Real stuff.
on my side all day now, right?
So, like what's up? You guys, application.
Hey guy, what are you doing?
I'm doing a school project.
For who?
Missouri
You
State.
know that you cannot take pictures of people coming in and out of a place of business without their permission.